Welcome to the Calculus, a collection of micro lectures, video lessons, and sample exercises. Let's compute the antiderivative of this given rational function. This time we are given with another rational function in a form of 10 over x plus 3, and we are tasked to identify its antiderivative, or of course the equivalent form for the integral of your function it's actually 10 over x plus 3 dx. Now for this specific situation, look at our denominator. It's a binomial expression now. So we cannot use the power rule where we try to move up this variable having negative exponent and apply the addition of 1 in its exponent to just like this one here. Just remember, we can always make something like this if we have 1 over x to the power of n. Therefore you will have here the integral for that. Okay, so the integral of x to the power of negative n dx would stand for x to the power of negative n plus 1 over negative n plus 1. This is only true if our denominator is a monomial rather. This time we have a binomial expression, hence we're going to apply a different rule. This is actually also a problem that will allow us to use the logarithmic rule. Take note that we have in the previous video, if we are given with the integral of 1 over, let's say, x, where our x has exponent of 1, of course we have here dx. We cannot use here the power rule, but we are going to use here the logarithmic rule. So we have here the natural logarithm of your x plus c. But this time, instead of x, we will be treating this as one expression. By the way, for some situations like this, there are also some situations where it would involve composite functions. So just bear with that because we'll have some examples for that later on as well in this playlist. But let's just focus on the given at hand, because if we're going to treat our denominator as 1, then we can actually attack this using this logarithmic rule. But for that, we need to start first with the constant multiple rule, where we can take out 10. You have here 1 over x plus 3 dx. As mentioned, we also have situations where this would be a different form of algebraic expression, specifically binomial, where we need composite functions for that. But this time, this is actually good for it is, then we are going to treat this as one variable, as one context. That's actually your value here for the natural logarithm. This means you have here 10 times the natural logarithm of your x plus 3 as one entity plus your c. Okay, don't forget the plus c whenever you are integrating or finding the antiderivative. With that, we can multiply 10 to both terms. You have here 10 times the natural logarithm of your binomial expression x plus 3, and you have here plus 10c. But since this c is already an arbitrary constant, regardless of whether it has a multiple of 10 or other variables or other constants, we can actually write that into one variable arbitrary constant c. Because nevertheless, if you would like to check this or derive this to get this result, you of course 10c or c or any constant multiple for c, whenever we try to derive that with respect to x, this would become 0, so that would be removed in that specific context. So basically, let's just simply have that plus c. As mentioned, we'll have some situations later on where we need additional concepts specifically for your dx here, where this is a different form of a function. But just for the example given, this is the result. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now!